Neva Know.
So my first question, what do you guys do to shift your mindset to focus on healing and focus on yourself rather than focusing on the past and your ex? Mm-hmm. And then do you think that guys heal differently or get over a breakup differently than girls?
Great question. So I would say there's a few layers to that answer. For the first part, it's not much different from like what we've already kind of talked about a lot. And I think this is actually where I found out how powerful like self-care and taking care of your mental and making sure your perspective and focus is on the right things. That's how I learned, because I like went through a breakup and before that, I wasn't really ever thinking about, I wasn't really thinking about like what my focus was on, and, I wasn't really shifting towards like gratitude whenever I didn't know these things. I really wasn't even privy to them until I felt like I really needed it. And that was when I needed it. And I think that's when most people need it, is when they, it's easy to be in a good mood and have the right perspective when things go in your way. But then, when something like breakup and love and all those factors are involved, and it gets very hard to navigate your own thoughts. And I think it's really important to do things like, the gratitude journals, where you put your focus when you start your day on the things that you do have, not the things you don't have. That was a huge thing for me. Meditation was a huge thing for me. But really, it's like my biggest thing is I say this saying, like, say thanks every day, and it's a lot easier said than done. But I promise you, if you do, like they say, habits in the mind are created after 20 days of repetition. I believe 21 or maybe 30 days. I think it's 21 though. And just if you can, it takes like 10 minutes, and it really is something that sets your day at least in the right direction and can slowly start to chip away at your perspective.